Whether or not you're creating a basketball, a kickball, or just some really cool scene with these kind of spherical objects, it's really cool the way these things look and bounce around. So today we're going to be making this type of bouncy ball animation. Looks really cool. So we're going to delete the default camera, cube, and lamp as we always do. Hit one on my numpad. I'm going to hit this plus and scroll down to my screencast keys and hit the display. That is a plugin since Blender has gotten rid of the function, so I'll put that down in the description as always. I'm going to get rid of that little panel because we don't need that just by dragging that down. I'm going to open my timeline up a little bit, and we're going to add in with Shift A, or we can go to Create and add in a plane. I'm going to hit S on my keyboard and 50 to scale that up by 50%, and left click to confirm the selection using my middle mouse button to pan around the scene and to scroll in and out. I'm going to hit one on my numpad again, and we're going to add in a ecosphere. Yes, that's right, not a circle. We're going to add in an ecosphere. We're going to drag that up to about right there. That looks pretty good, just above the plane. I'm going to drag open my plane over here by clicking on the edge and dragging until that little bar's gone. And I'm going to go over here to the physics tab for the ecosphere, and we're going to select collision. And we're going to select rigid body. Maybe it's not rigid body. No. It's soft body. I knew that. Alright, so we're going to select soft body and collision. And we're going to select the plane, and we're also going to select collision. So now, on our plane we have collision, and on our ball we have collision and soft body. Now, if I play this animation from the 0 frame, because I like to do that, if I play this, you can tell it just bounces up and down, just kind of like hovers there, like a magnet or something. I don't know what that is. So we're going to untick soft body goal, and then it's going to fall down. So now, as you can tell, when it falls, it's going to collapse onto the plane. That's not what we need. So instead of it doing that, we're gonna scroll on down, and we're gonna uncollapse. What is that called? Make it bigger, whatever that's called. I can't think of the word. We're going to make that soft body edges bigger. If we play this with a bending of like 0.5, let's do 0.5. If we do 0.5, you can tell that it already starts to have this really cool jiggly effect. That's really cool, but I want to do a little bit more than that. So we're going to turn the bending up to 0.8. We're going to turn it up to 0.8, see what it looks like. So now we're starting to get this kind of jello effect. I'm going to put the push-pull up to 0.7. The pull and the push up to 0.7, and we're going to see what it looks like. You want to mess around with this until you get the desired look. I'm trying to go for something that's a bit jiggly, but not so jiggly. It looks like jello. So I'm going to do something like that. Kind of looks like a basketball. I'm going to go to Tools and turn the shading to smooth, so we can get a bit more of a ball-like shape. And I'm also going to go to the Modifiers tab and add in a subdivision surface to make it a bit more smooth. Put that on 2. Alright, so your computer might do a bit of lagging here depending on your specifications, but my computer is fairly amazing. I love my computer. So what we're going to do is we're going to scroll on back through, make sure everything is the way we want it. Plastic, what plastic does, if I turn this up to 50, you'll be able to tell. Plastic makes it so that if you smash plastic with a hammer, it'll kind of dent itself. So the higher this number is, the more denting this ball will do to itself. So if I play this, you can see that it's kind of smacks on the ground and kind of dents itself. So I'm going to put this on 500. You'll be able to tell a big difference. So watch this, right? So it kind of smacks onto the ground and bends itself. So if we put this on 0, it'll be kind of like a bounce back effect. Instead of flattening itself, it'll go and it'll bounce. But if we put this on 100, then it'll smack and it'll flatten itself. The damp, if we put that on 5, you'll be able to tell that when we play that, it'll bounce higher, right? You can see it bounces a bit higher. So if I put this on 50, you can see it kind of bounces higher on 0, is what I think, right? It bounces higher on 0. The higher the number is, the less bouncing it's going to do, right? So I'm going to keep that on 0. And of course, bending is the amount of bending that the object is going to give you. So if I put this on 10, you'll be able to tell that it completely just stays like a ball, doesn't bounce at all. If I put this on 0, it does this really cool jello-like effect where it kind of smashes itself into the ground. That's a really cool effect. But yeah, the lower the number, the more the less wiggle you're gonna get. So I'm gonna leave that on like 0.7, maybe 0.5. Yeah, I like 0.5. Let's do 0.5. Now, we're pretty much done with our bouncy jiggly ball here, so we can turn the render quality up, of course. Alright guys, so hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how to make these awesome bouncy balls. I'll see you guys in the next tutorial. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll leave a link to all of the render settings that I usually use, the video right up on the card right now on the screen. I'll see you guys in the next one, but until then, bye.